Hello, my dear viewers again, and welcome to another video. This video is about this Nokia 5800 XpressMusic that I got in that lot of phones. And in this video, we're actually going to be restoring it. The display on it just isn't working, as you can very clearly see. Doesn't even light up, and I'm going to have to replace it. And I do have a parts phone with a compatible display that doesn't power on. Yeah, this one turns on, but this one just vibrates and doesn't do anything. However, it does have a compatible display that's the exact same size, so this should work. Now, I did look through the parts pile and I did find this 5530 XpressMusic that I thought I could use the display from. However, it's a different size, which is really going to get in the way of this, so I'm going to use the C503 display. So this is going to be our donor phone. Take the back cover off, take the battery out, and in these four corners there's 4 T5 screws, and we're going to have to take all of them out. Now with the 5800, you're actually going to have to start off from the bottom and just pry this frame on all the sides. And it's out. The unlock switch might fall off. That's perfectly normal. We can put that back into place later. The next thing we're going to have to tackle is this bezel around the display, which comes off in a very similar fashion. And there we go. The two frames are off, and now we're left with the insides of this 5800. And this is where the difficult part begins, because you're gonna have to lift this touchscreen up carefully, not to snap the ribbon cable. Lift it upwards, not to the side, because the cable is actually on the top, and you have to be really careful with it. So here we have the display in all its glory, and we're gonna have to peel this off. Now, I've already taken this apart before, and I had to peel this off. So fold it out of the way, fold the camera out of the way as well. Now, usually I would recommend using something along the lines of a plastic or a paper card. Something like this that you get from those packages, the terrible ones that you basically have to throw away afterwards. I basically cut these out of them and basically give a useless product a second life, pretty much. Now you're gonna have to lift this display up, which is stuck to the mid frame. So you're gonna have to very carefully and gently get it out. Something like this. Fold it out of the way as well. And here you get these two screws. You basically have to unscrew them. However, don't lift the frame up just yet, because there is one more step you have to do before you take it off. You need to remove this panel at the bottom for the physical buttons. We call start, call and Symbian button, because there is a board underneath which you're gonna have to unstick, otherwise you might rip the cable. Peel it off like so, and just fold it out of the way. And at this point, you can just fold this upwards as well. And finally, disconnect this ribbon cable. The mid-frame has been freed, and now you can freely work on the display and the touchscreen. The display uses this latch connector, and that's how you get it out. The touchscreen uses this connector that you just clip into place. Let's take our donor phone apart as well. Now let's take apart the C503. In contrast to the 5800, this is actually quite a simple phone to take apart, because all you need to do, take out the back, take out the battery, remove this bottom piece right by the buttons, and you have 4 of these T6 screws. Now the 5800 uses a T5 bit, so it's important to change your bit. Yeah, you just quickly take these out. And unclip the touchscreen. Here we have a touchscreen connector and display connector that also uses the latch mechanism. So unlatch it, and you take the screen out like so. Now to get the display out of here, you just twist the frame, and it should come out very easily, like this. And why is there black tape here? Let's get the C5 part out of the way. Test on the 5800. So, this display also doesn't light up. Well, that's not normal. Let's investigate. This black tape looks very suspicious to me. So let me just unplug screen connector and God damn it. Well, turns out that this display is completely cooked. Yeah, at least it's give it some damage so I know that it's garbage. I have an update. I bought a bunch of parts units and they came in an original box for the 5800, which is actually pretty cool. Nokia 5800 XpressMusic. So let's open it up and see what we got here. We have one of the phones, which isn't in the greatest condition, but we're going to take a look at it later. Or the other parts of the box. And we have 2 more right here. And one of them seems to be gray. That's interesting. Never seen a gray 5800 before. And the door fell off, which is normal for these models. The plastic basically disintegrates and just falls off. So it's slow. And let's see what else we got in the box. Oh, we have a battery, which doesn't look to be swollen actually. And these two CDs. And obviously the manual and not much else. So we have 3 more XpressMusics and a battery for them. And a door that fell off one of these. We're gonna take a look at that later. Well, let's see which ones work. Let's take the back cover of this one. There's literally nothing holding it in place because the plastic's so broken. Let's power it on. Oh, that does not look great. I mean, it works. It's just in pretty bad condition. The touchscreen works as well. The 65th edition is quite janky, to be honest. But yeah, it works. On to the next one. Oh, this one's quite unhappy as well, but hey, the display works at least. And there's hair at the display? It works, I think. Come on, do something. No! Okay. It went to sleep because I pulled the switch down. Okay, it's actually up and running now. It's just very slow. We're gonna take a deeper look at this later. Now, I hope this display is good. Looks like it's in absolutely horrid condition. I seriously hope the display on this one's good. Oh, this looks promising. It's quite slow when you start it up. But it works at least. And this display is in pretty good condition. I don't see any dead pixels. The phone itself also works. This needs to have an older version of S65th edition. I think I'm going to use the display from this one and take a look at the other one as well. Let's take this one apart as well. This display is quite dirty, but I'm going to clean it up anyway. Okay, I don't think I want to deal with this, so I think I'll just unplug the connector and deal with it later. For now, I just want to get the display out of here. Now, we just unlatch the display. Let me just put this one aside. and clean it up. Okay, I got it as clean as I possibly could. Now let's test it. And we're in. The display transplant has been successful. Let's put it together. Make sure all the buttons click properly. And then you can put the buttons on. Now let's see which ones are in better condition. Okay, these. You're just gonna wanna clip them into place, like so. Fold the display over like this. Make sure it's closed down nicely. We're gonna put this last. Starting from the top. There you go. Bruh. Dang it. Doing things in a rush will always yield pretty bad results like this. Anyway, let's put this back on. This time it's more complete. Now we put all the screws in. And now we put a battery in. Turn it on. And it works. You also have the stylus here. And there we have it. It's a 5800 XpressMusic and it's working perfectly now. And yeah, I have one in good condition now, as opposed to the other ones that were literally falling apart. This thing is working perfectly. I'm gonna try to restore these as well, but for now, this one's enough. And with that, I would like to thank everyone for watching this video, and if you'd like more, subscribe and turn on your notifications, like this video, do whatever you want. Anyway, I hope you have a great day.